Hello, Sacha Stone. This is Shai from Raising the Frequency in Israel. How are you doing?
Very good. Good to speak to you.
Excellent. Good to speak with you. You've been a busy boy lately. I must say the movie 5G Apocalypse Extinction Event is a hit on the social media. Was translated also into Hebrew. Been watched, well, on YouTube, something like 5,000 watches in views in Israel, as well as a few other thousands on Facebook, which is quite a lot given the censorship of YouTube and Facebook. How long did you work on this movie?
Well, in the first instance, fortunately, we've had many millions of views around the world. So yes, and we've been had a lot of contact from government agencies and what have you, very interested in the subject matter. A number of these people, even in health and safety regulatory authorities, very interested to learn things that they didn't know.
Right.
So that's interesting. But we've had this for a number of years because of the diplomatic work we've been doing through Humanitat. We have this network of international leadership, and so we get not just concerned citizens and activists and researchers contacting us, but we're actually getting people in officialdom, in the establishment, expressing a tremendous interest in learning more. That, for me, is where the conversation is turning quite interesting right now, because many of the people who are in the establishment, in the institutions, in the agencies, even technicians who are involved in the rollout, for instance, of 5G are having a chance to look at this kind of investigation and research on that we exposed through our film and other films out there, and are taking a tremendous interest in it. So this is very good news.
Excellent. And don't they look at some of the material as conspiracy theory, or they look at it seriously?
Well, I don't think that anyone with a brain or a human pulse cares any longer for people so stupid as to keep banging on about conspiracy theory. If you aren't aware that we've been living in a giant conspiracy for a very long time, then you're a damn fool. So I'm not interested in what they think. I'm interested in pure truth and right action. And the people that we're committed to and connected to all around the world are also committed to pure truth and right action, and no longer playing the stupid game of, is it a theory, is it a conspiracy? Yes, it is a conspiracy. Absolutely, it's a conspiracy. It's collusion, it's treason, it's a crime. And we are the ones who need to stand up and reclaim our sovereignty, pick up a stick and beat the brains out of this creature that is trying to destroy us. Simple.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that. Do you get interest like from various people in different countries, or mainly the US or the UK? I mean, give me like a world view.
That's an interesting question, and the answer is now, honestly, it's across the board. Not so much China, but a lot of interest coming in from the United States, a lot from Germany, a lot from Europe, United Kingdom, Ireland, Canada, Australia. The countries that have been most weaponized, in a sense, are the ones that also awakening at a quicker pace. We don't get much interest from China for obvious reasons, because that country is completely firewalled. But elsewhere in Asia, beginning to have a tremendous interest,
I guess nothing from Israel.
Well, you know, interestingly enough, there is always this connection with very, very enlightened people in Israel who are plugged in, whether it's with the New Earth Project and the International Tribunal and Humanitat. Actually, we've always got some consistent brothers and sisters in Israel who are connecting into the work we're doing. And that gives me a great deal of hope as well.
Well, me too, I must say, because, you know, I've been interviewing Mark Steele a few times, as well as Barry Trower, as well as others, like Jerry Flynn from Canada, as well as others. And I've been getting these feedbacks to the videos from people around the world saying Israel is not going to deploy 5G, as well as other rumors going around. And I'm like, listen, guys, this is totally wrong. I mean, 5G for sure is being deployed in Israel. It's a process. It didn't happen yet, but it is happening. It's being deployed. It will take a year more or 2 more years. But you can be sure that it's going to be here because nobody really cares. I mean, the government as well as the corporations who are deploying this technology, they don't care about the people. I mean, it's us against government. It's not the Jews against the world. It's we the people against governments and corporations.
Well, break it down. You can break it down very simply to it's a war between the living and the dead. It's a war between the organic, sentient, conscious pulse of humanity and the fiction of the corporations and the governments masquerading as corporations and the religious and cultural programs that have been installed as well. So, you know, it's a distinction between the living and the dead, between the corporation, the government, the fiction, and the organic and the living. So now this is perfect, and it's perfect geometry because it invites us now to stand up, step into our Adam, into our, you know, our true flame of strength and wisdom and empowerment as a living species on a living planet in a living galaxy, and to reclaim this and then begin to manifest the world that we want to live in. It's not that complicated, but the process of disidentifying from the bullshit and disidentifying from all of the hysteria and the pandemonium and the havoc and the chaos that is constantly engineered into the field, that's the challenge. How do you disidentify from chaos and reclaim a moment of pure silence within yourself where you begin to witness real reality?
Hello, Sacha Stone. This is Shai from Raising the Frequency in Israel. How you doing?